It appears as though something has happened in the motorcade route. Something, I repeat, has happened in the motorcade route. There's numerous people running up the hill alongside Elm Street, there by the Simmons Freeway. Several police officers are rushing up the hill at this time. Stand by just a moment, please.
This month, half a century will have passed since the fateful day President John F. Kennedy was assassinated.
From Dallas, Texas, the flash, apparently official, President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, some 38 minutes ago.
Despite one of the shortest ever presidencies, Kennedy changed the face of America forever. First in his inauguration speech, challenging people to embrace new opportunities and innovation.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
Then later that spring, the young president set his sights to the sky and beyond.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal, before this decade is out, of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the earth.
It was the height of the Cold War, and JFK used all of the tools at his disposal to emphasize the power and persuasion of the US. Wooing allies wherever he went, inspiring crowds infamously here in West Berlin.
Today, in the world of freedom, the proudest boast is, Ich bin ein Berliner.
And of course, he guided the country through the very real possibility of nuclear war during the Cuban Missile Crisis in autumn 1962. But despite all of this, it's of course Kennedy's shocking death that's ingrained into the world's memory.
Secret Service men standing by the emergency room, tears streaming down their face.
The president was shot in the head and neck while in Texas for a 2-day, 5-city trip to help raise funds for his re-election. His body was brought back on Air Force One, where before takeoff, Vice President Johnson was sworn in. Jackie Kennedy by his side, still with her husband's blood on her coat. In the immediate aftermath of the president's death, police arrested former US Marine Lee Harvey Oswald. In a shocking twist, while being transferred to county jail, he was shot dead by a nightclub owner at point-blank range.
Absolute panic here in the basement of Dallas Police Headquarters.
Just hours later, Kennedy's funeral was held. Dignitaries from over 100 countries attended. And one of the more emotional moments in history was captured on camera. JFK's youngest child, known as John, saluting his father's casket.